Hey, what's going on, beautiful jellyfish? It's Tracy. You guys are seeing me at a different angle, or hearing me, I guess, at a different angle today. I wanted to do this video. I asked on Twitter if you guys would be interested in kind of seeing like my favorite foils slash also just like sentimental cards that I really like treasure and stuff like that. And I got like a really high, like over 80% of people said that they wanted to see it, so I decided to film it. Not all of these are necessarily foils. Some of these are just like straight up cards that I just think are beautiful. Some of them have a little bit more sentimental value. It just kind of depends. And no, this is not every single foil I own because that would be ridiculous. I love all foils. Like, let's just say like these are just like top. So basically what I did is I went through my 6 ETH decks. I do have 7. I actually have Teysa, but Teysa I haven't done a deck tech on. I'm also still refining cards on that deck, so I didn't want to film it until the deck was kind of more, you know, more up to par, but like more, you know, like more like I've tweaked it more is basically what I'm saying. Sorry, that like was not clear. But anyways, I basically wanted to do this video and kind of like show off a couple of cards that I think are, again, really pretty, cards that I have sentimental value. Yeah. Oh, I guess the one thing that I do want to say is if you have cards that you really love, I really would love to see them. So if you want to like tweet at me, my Twitter is always listed down below, so feel free to follow me and show me your pretty magic cards because I love that. Alright, cool. So, I'm not really going to go in a particular order. I'm just going to pick the first stack, which is closest to me, which is my Omnath EDH deck. And the first card that I want to show off is this card called Seek the Horizon. And this card is not an actually expensive card at all, but it's done by Howard Lyon, who's one of my favorite artists. And this is just such a stunning foil. Like, I love Ravnica. I think Ravnica has some of the most beautiful art ever. This was RTR, but I think like this just has some of the most stunning art and like the architecture. Like, just look at the buildings. I think this card is just so pretty. This is really just a 30-cent foil, and honestly, even if I do take this card out one day, I'm still gonna probably hang on to it and like keep it in my binder just to look at because I just think this art is so beautiful. And the next time I'm at an event and I see Howard Lyon, I definitely want to get that card signed. I'm taking these out of their sleeves, by the way. They're in perfect fits if you can't tell. But the next is Sylvan Scrying. I remember as soon as this came out, I was immediately like, I need this to put in Omnath. And so I picked it up and I just love it. I love the, I don't know like what this is called. Does this have a name? Can you guys like let me know the name? Is this just like the judge promo symbol or whatever? I just think this is so pretty. Yeah. I really love it. I think this every time like I'm just like flipping through my deck and I see this card, I'm like, smile. I'm just like, it's so pretty. And then we have Acidic Slime, and I think I have just regular pack foil like of this card, but I love this symbol, and I actually like this art as well. And this is just a really, really pretty card. Yeah. Oh, just look at that foil. Ugh, I love it. Okay. Now we get, I would say, into maybe more, like, sentimental, I would say, kind of things. Like I said, not every card is sentimental. I have this foil Perforos. Fun fact, this card foil is, God, I don't know, maybe, like, $40 last I checked or something? Maybe it's not that expensive. I don't really know. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's like 20. I don't know. Anyways, I remember when I was playing Standard, when Perforos, I went to, like, a game day or something, and I was like, oh, I need a Perforos, and I was trading cards with my friends, and one of my friends only had foil Perforos at the time, and I remember being mad, because I was like, oh, I have to trade away more cards, and, I don't really want the foil, whatever. Like, yeah, okay, cool. Anyone who knows me now is like, I want to foil everything. So I got the foil, and I remember, like, putting it back in my trade binder after I played that event. I did terrible. This was when, like, Dash was a mechanic. Yeah, who remembers Dash as a mechanic? Yeah. I built a black-red Dash deck. It was trash. But anyways, I was like, I had this card and I tried to get rid of it and then no one wanted it, and then, which was like strange because it's only been printed once and it's foil and it's expensive. But anyways, I just like had held on to it for all these years, and then I put it in Omnath. It works so well in Omnath, and it's just a really, really pretty foil. I really love Eric Duchamp's art. He has like probably some of like, I probably own the most Eric Duchamp's cards because I just feel like usability wise, he just has a lot of cards that I happen to run. And another artist who has a lot of cards that I happen to run is Therese Nielsen, and this is the SDCC Comic-Con Nissa Vital Force. This is an Omnath. I do own the others, but I'm actually not currently using them. And this is like a card that I will never part with these. Like, Paul got these for me as a gift, and they're just absolutely stunning. It's not so much the foiling in this that's appealing. It's just truly the art. And like, Therese Nielsen just literally is a flawless human being. Everything about what she does is phenomenal and beautiful and stunning and amazing, and I love her. She's like my top favorite magic artist, and just this Nissa, like, I am like so happy that I own these. That was like such a good value. It was like, I want to say it was like 85 bucks or something like that for like all the foil cards, and then you get them, and then they each go for like minimum like 50. So you get such a good value with those if you pick them up and then you sell them. I mean, obviously I'm not going to, but okay, then we have Merfolk, and a lot of these are honestly just cards that I really like and I think are pretty. This one's not foil, and I don't think this art has ever been in foil, but this is the Ice Age Counterspell. In my opinion, this is the best Counterspell art. I love this art. Again, it's not foil or anything like that. I just really love this girl. She's got like this sick outfit going on, and like, I don't really know. I just think this art is so freaking pretty. And I am so happy. Like, this is a card too. I've had like this physical card for so long, I'm pretty sure. I think I recall like owning this card for a really long period of time, and it's so pretty, and I'm so happy that I held on to it. I run this in Merfolk. I don't know if I said that I was moving on to Merfolk Zagana, but I love this card. I think that it's really, really pretty, and I love the art a lot. Another one that I solely love for the art that I held on to this card for a really long time because I just loved it so much is Dissolve. I think this is so pretty. Like, this girl and her dress is just amazing, and she looks like she's just like in the water. Like, I don't know, dude, but like this be pretty. I love it. I love this. I just can't get enough. I just think it's so pretty. Okay, the next card is actually a newer card for me, and that is Growth Spiral, and this is the, what is this? Oh my god, what does this say? Oh, this is F&M promo. I love how they put them at the bottom, so you know. Seb McKinnon? I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, but I love his art. I think his art is absolutely stunning and is totally on par in like becoming one of my top magic artists. This card is, before I saw with like the border extension and all this, I was like, this art is stunning, and then I saw this and I was like, I need it. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful card. If you can get your hands on it, if you're running it in anything, I would highly recommend it. And then we have a card that I've owned this card for a really long time, and that is the Full Art Kiora's Follower. I held on to this card for the longest time because I was like, maybe one day I'll build Merfolk, and I never did until many years later, and I decided to pick this up. I think the colors in this are so pretty. Like, the pink and the orange, just everything about this is so freaking pretty. I love this. I'm all about this. This is Steve Prescott art, and it is just so phenomenal and so beautiful. And the last card that I want to show you off for Merfolk is Tatiova. And I have the time-stamped Tatiova, and I truly love it when I get cards. I don't remember if I got this. This was my time-stamped card for this because, y'all, what was this? What set was this? Oh my god. Dominaria? Yeah. I think this may have been mine, and I love it when I get cards that I use, and you're gonna actually see another one that I got that I do use in one of my decks, and I was like, oh my god, this card's really good, I'm gonna put it in something. And then when I built Merfolk, I was like, this card's perfect. This card's also a rock star. Tatiova's just a boss lady, and this foil, like, this card, every time I see it, it just makes me smile. Like, I love it that much. So that is that. What deck do we want to do next? I think we're gonna do Angels next. So, we're going to talk about Addison, and the first card in Addison that I got, that I have is Mind's Eye. I opened this as a foil, straight pack foil Battle Bond, and again, I love it. Like, I remember, like, opening this, and I remember being like, this is immediately going in, like, a deck, and I don't think I knew what deck it was going in at the time, but I think I had a regular Mind's Eye that I was like, it's just going to go in Addison, because that and Tassiger are, like, the decks that I'm closest to foiling out, I believe. But like, this art is just so pretty. Like, I really love this art. I love that, like, the shiniest part is like at the top of her head. Like, this is just such a pretty foil. I really love this card. The next is actually pretty much a similar story, is Gilded Lotus, and this is the time-stamped, which, if you know anything about me, you know that I love things that are time-stamped. And I truly just, like, remember opening this and I was like, yep, going into a deck, and that's where it went. This is so pretty. I really, really enjoy this card. The next is, Angelic Arbiter. And I remember getting this card. This is in Chinese, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. And I remember opening, oh my god, a really long time ago, I went to this card store and I traded in a ton of cards and I got a lot of foil angels and foreign angels. They had like a huge selection. It was really cool. And I had just like this huge chunk of just like literally foil and foreign angels. It was awesome. And I remember getting this and I was so pumped and I've had it ever since. It's just such a pretty foil. This art is so great. Steve Argyle just does like amazing art too. He's one of my favorite artists. And this is just such a beautiful foil and I love the fact that it's not in English, and if it was in Japanese it would be better because I like the way Japanese looks, but you know what? I love it. I love it still. And the next card is Amara Angel, and this is the, oh god, does it say? No. Again, Steve Argyle. This is another art that I just think is absolutely breathtaking. Like, the other art I liked, but this art is, I am all about it. Again, I'm sorry, I don't know what the name of this specifically, I don't know if this was like an F&M or like whatever, but this art is just so pretty. I love like the pink in the background and just, I am all here for this. Okay, and then we have Addison herself because, yes, of course. So I got this card when I moved to Austin, Texas a little bit over a year ago. And Julian, who owned Mage's Sanctum at the time, was like, I was like looking through cards and I remember like I was looking through his binder and what is that? Oh, there's like a speck. It's going to like drive me insane. But anyways, he was like, yeah, like I was looking through his binder or whatever, right? And he was like, and like when he was like talking to me about like the sponsorship with Mage's Sanctum and stuff, and he was like, oh yeah, did that like not go away? Hold up, y'all. Am I like going insane right now? Oh, it's on the perfect fit. It's like not on the magic card. Okay, cool. I feel like better about myself, but anyways. So he was like talking to me about the sponsorship and he was like, and yes, Tracy, that foil Judge Promo Addison that you saw, that's yours. You can have it. And he like pulled it out and gave it to me. And I'm just like, oh my God, it's like this is one of my favorite cards I own. Like hands down, like a lot of these I do really love, but like this is one of my all time favorite things that I own. And then a couple months later, I went and I got it signed by Howard Lyon in GP Vegas. Like I just look at this and I'm like, I just don't want to stop staring at this magic card. I love it. She's stunning. She's beautiful. I love the Judge Promo art. I am all about this life. Yes, yes, yes. I am all here for this. Let's just take a moment of silence for Addison. Yeah. She is best. Also, I don't know if I've ever shown you guys this before. I may have done it on my deck tech, but this card, my friend Eddie made me, and it's really hilarious. And it says Tracy Angel of Selfies, and it has a picture of me. And it says absolutely fabulous is my flavor text. Yep. That's pretty much just the best thing that I own. Also, do you guys want to see the sleeve for this? Have you guys ever seen these sleeves before? Isn't this really cool? If you guys ever know where to get those sleeves, I would like to buy more of them. So if you've ever seen this before, link me in the comments below. Okay, we're going to move on to Rune. The first card that I have is this Onslaught signed Flooded Strand. So I think that the full art Expedition Flooded Strand is probably the most beautiful thing ever, but I love like the story behind this because I had traded away my foil Celestial Japanese Colonnades and I wasn't going to do anything with them. And then so my friend Chris was like, I was looking through a bunch of cards because I had to get to like $200 and I ended up, this was one of the cards that I got and I was just like, I saw it and I was like, well, I need a Flooded Strand anyway, and this one's signed and I love this. This makes me so happy, honestly. I'm just like, every time I'm like passing through, I'm like, I own this card. It makes me really happy. So I have that. This is a card that I just truly love because it's beautiful, which is a foil Conjurer's Closet. I'm all about this life. I am straight up just, I love purple. I love like the white, like, and blue. Like, I just think this is absolutely stunning. Also, this card is ridiculously expensive for it being foil. This foil is like $15. It's kind of ridiculous, but I'm also like, I'm really happy that I own that, and I won't ever need to buy another one, so. I have a lot of favorite Evolving Wilds art, but this is one of my favorites. This is the, does it say? No, it doesn't. I think this is the F&M promo. I don't really know, but I really love this art. I think it's really, really pretty. Definitely a more expensive Evolving Wilds, though. This was like $7 or something like that, but it's really pretty. Another just truly beautiful card. Love purple in cards. This is a foil Revel Arc that I got. I love it. I feel like at some points there's just really not a whole lot to say. It's just like, let's just bask in like the appreciation of like the foil magic cards, you know? Another foil beauty that I really love is this foil Mist Meadow Witch. I think this card is really, really pretty. I like the art anyway. Who does this art, actually? Ooh, Greg Staples. I like him. He has a lot of really good... Well, didn't I just talk about another Greg Staples card? I feel like I just, like, talked about another Greg Staples card. I don't know. But anyways, this card is really pretty. Sometimes you just gotta, like, wiggle it out, you know? Okay, then we're gonna do, we have 2 more decks to do. The next we're gonna do is my ladies deck, so my 5-color Sliver Queen deck. And the first card that I want to talk about is this beauty, which is Liliana Vest, and I feel as though this art is lesser known. I feel like I don't really see a lot of people who have this art or know about this art. I don't know. Who does this art? Oh, this is Therese Nielsen, yeah, of course. Yeah. I don't know what this is from either. I don't know, like, what the set symbol's from or anything like that, but, like, this art is so pretty. Like, oh my god. I just love the way Lily looks, honestly. Yes. All about this. 100%. Yes. Oh my god, speaking of Liliana, to Monic Tudor, this is the From the Vault, no, Heavenly, Divine vs. Demonic, yeah, art. This is expensive. It's like $45 just because it's this art, just because it's Liliana, and this demon, Coop, something with a K, I don't really know, but does it say on there? No, it doesn't say on there. But I'm all about this. I love this art so much. I wish this came in foil. If it ever does, if they ever redo this art, I will actually probably die and buy like 20 because who doesn't need a lot of demonic tutors? The next card, and guys, I have like a really hard time figuring out which Brainstorm art I like the most, and I think it's because I just like multiple, and I actually like asked a poll because I was like really at a loss and really indecisive. I just realized I'm not like wearing my rings. This is really weird. Anyways, but I really, really love this art, and I remember at the time, like, getting this, I like, traded for it or something, or I was given it, I don't really remember, but the art, this was, like, $50 for the foil. Now it's, like, more reasonable, and it's, like, 10, but, like, honestly, I love a lot of different art for Brainstorm. I truly can't decide, but I do really, really enjoy this. And then we have a sentimental card here. And that is my Tameo Field Researcher, which I was given by a subscriber and a friend. And I really love this. I originally had this in Super Friends, and then I built Ladies, and so I'm pretty sure I put it in Super Friends first. Honestly, I don't remember. Maybe I took Super Friends apart at the time. I don't really remember, but I really, really love this, and this just has a lot of sentimental value. Like, this is a card, like, I will never get rid of, you know what I mean? Like, I just really love this. It's so pretty. And then we have probably one of the most expensive cards I own, / one of the most beautiful cards I own, and that is Najila. Yeah, I just wanted to see who did this art. I love this card. This card is really, really fantastic, and I feel like I don't really draw this card a lot, which bums me out, but, like, the purples and stuff in this card, yeah, oh, she's pretty. I love this card. Oh, yeah, look at her go. I like the foiling in the background. Oh, yes, please. I'm all here for it. Okay. Okay, y'all, we're at the last deck, and that is Tasigur. I kind of saved the best for last. I got a lot of cool pieces in Tasigur. The first that I love that I own is just this regular Oracle of Malaya, but this card is really expensive, and I just remember trading for this card and it being one of the most expensive cards that I owned at the time, and just being like really over the moon and truly ecstatic that I owned this card. And I really, really love Oracle of Malaya. I can't wait until I get a foil card one day. The foil's like really expensive. I'm pretty sure because it's only been foiled out once. Then we have my Sheldred, and I was just like playing, I wasn't playing Tasigur last night, but I was playing Tisa, and I just had Sheldred, and I'm just like so happy that I have Sheldred. She's just such a boss. Like, she's so good. She does so many things. She's a huge body, and just look at her. Yes, and it's the time-stamped, which you guys know. If you don't know by now, I love time-stamped. Okay, this card is honestly, like, not very expensive foil, but I have Kessig Huge Breakers, which is one of my win conditions in Tasigur. I love this card. It's just so good, and it's just so pretty. I just think, like, this was, like, one of, like, the first cards that I got foiled for the deck, and I just really, really love it. I love, like, the bars in the background, like, the cage that's just, like, yes, I'm all about that. Okay. And then we have a more recent card. And Paul got this for me for Valentine's Day this year, which is great. And I got the Jellyfish, which is one of the win conditions in the deck and just a great card. And it's got the time stamped, so I'm all here for that. So pretty. I love the Simic symbol signal in the background. And the last card is actually two cards because I break the rules. I have, which, oh my god, I just realized this is not in a perfect fit. Oh my god, Tracy, what are you doing with your life? Okay, I'm about to go grab a perfect fit right now and realize it's not in a perfect fit. But I have my Tasigur, the Golden Fang little collections. First off, this was one of the first foils that I got for Tasigur, and one of the most expensive at the time that I owned. I don't think this card is as expensive now, the time stamped, but honestly, I could be wrong. I just really love Tasigur. It's like one of my favorite Magic cards of all time, and I'm really love that I own that. And then this was, again, from the same subscriber who gave me the Tameo, and y'all, it has bananas. Do you see the size of the banana that he's holding? I am all about this. I gotta ask him who actually did this altar, because I love this. This is like one of my favorite things that I own. Guys, that is it. Again, I would really love it if you tweeted me, because I will stare at foil Magic cards all day long, especially if they're in, like, Japanese foils. Oh, yeah. I mean, listen, like, there's nothing wrong with English foils. I love English foils, but, like, if I had, like, I would just have everything in, like, Japanese foil, probably. You know what I mean? Unless it's a card that I'd forget, like, the text for, because sometimes, like, that does happen, where you, like, just actually forget, like, what the card does, because, you know, damn me. Alright, that is it. I will talk to you guys in my next video. Bye.